Hello and welcome back, or welcome. I am book lover Lorna. First things first, if you enjoy my content, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I massively appreciate it and I love you all for doing so. Now today we are going to talk a little bit about the books that I'm hoping to read soon. I'm going to let you know what those are primarily, and I mean, if we're being realistic, that would just be my entire book collection, but that's not realistic. I can't do that. I can't read that many books. There are an awful lot of books on my shelves that I want to read, but these are just kind of the ones that when I go to pick up a book off my shelves to read next, these are the ones that I'm kind of more drawn towards and most likely to pick up. And disclaimer, that doesn't mean that I'm actually going to do this, because this is what I want to read now, but you know, we get some curveballs and everything, and one of these could still be unread in like 6 months' time, but at this moment in time, that is not the plan. The plan is to read these books. Yes. So I have picked 6 off my shelves, which, you know, like I say, is not many considering how many books there are to read in these places. These are actually mostly books that have come out recently or have been popular recently. None of these are really like older books. My older books are ones that I wouldn't necessarily like reach for on my shelves, probably because they've been on there so long and they've lost their sparkle to me now, but I will, you know, read those at some point. I think I might maybe do a video soon-ish of all of the unread books on my shelves. Maybe it might make me do like a month of just reading old books on my shelves. We'll see, I'm not sure. But anyway, yes, 6 books that I am wanting to read soon. In no particular order, we're going to do them. I'll be very interested to know if any of you guys have read any of these books. If you have, let me know down in the comments, and if you enjoyed it, don't tell me you hated it, because then I won't read it. Just tell me if you enjoyed it. First book that I want to read soon is Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo. I think that's how you say it, I hope so. So this one, let's see, something about a plane, I know it is. I'm the child her father left her for in the summers, while she was the child my father left me for my entire life. Wow. So the sisters, are they? I think they're sisters on leading different lives. Camino lives for her father's visits in the Dominican Republic. This year, on the day when his plane is supposed to land, Camino arrives at the airports to see crowds of crying people. In New York City, Yahira is called to the principal's office, where her mother is waiting to tell her that her father, her hero, has died in a plane crash. Why does that sound weird? Is this around 9/11? I'm not sure. This one was actually gifted to me by Bookish Bursnell through a book exchange. It came out last year. It's written in kind of like a poetry kind of prose type thing, so I think I'll go through it quite quickly. I've just seen loads of people really enjoying it, and it's something like a little bit out of the box, so I'm very much looking forward to that one. Actually, reading the blurb, there is more to the blurb. I think I kind of want to, like, I'm going to drop my books. I'm even more eager to kind of pick that one up now. Okay, another book that I'm looking forward to reading soon is The Lido by Livy Page. Now, just a second to take a side note. I don't know what these books are about, because I did know, and then obviously I've not read them yet, and now I don't really know. So, okay, meet Rosary 86 and Kate 26, dreamers, campaigners, outdoor swimmers. Okay, so Rosemary is swimming every day. Kate is getting a bit lost. Kate's gonna save the swimming pool because it's threatened with being closed. So it's one of those, you know, older person, younger person friendship blossoming. That's what, blossoming. My speech is just out of the window today. That is what this is about by the sounds of it. Sometimes the only way to change your life is to swim outside the lanes. Ooh, Lucy Diamond says it's full of heart. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to reading that one. That one's been out a little longer, I think, actually. Ooh, dropping books. Let's see. 2018. So that one actually is a little bit longer, but I'm sure it was like last year or the year before that it was quite popular and I saw a lot of people reading it. I don't know. Now, the next book is The Henna Wars by Abida Jagida. This one came out in 2020, last year. And in the what do you call it, the dedication. It says, "To queer brown girls, this is for you." So this is going to be quite interesting. Content warning: this book contains instances of racism, homophobia, bullying, and a character being outed. This sounds like it's going to contain a lot of drama. So I want to think this is just something girls do, that it means nothing. I'm 100% sure the way she's looking at me is not the way friends look at each other. So this is a romance, but not your stereotypical romance, because we always read these, you know, white people, male, female romances. So this is something a little bit different. I actually bought this one from Gaze the Word, and they're really, really good at selling books which kind of not mainstream ideas of what our books usually are. Which I think is quite nice. So I'm super looking forward to reading that one. I only bought that one in January, February, something like that. I'm not sure. I think it was February. So it's not been on my shelf too long. So that'd be quite good if I managed to read it so quickly, wouldn't it? It'd be record timing. Now, another one that I think I also bought this one from Gaze the Word is The Girls Ive Been by Tess Sharp. This is, I get a bit confused about this one. So my name is, and then she's crossed out loads of names and written Nora. To understand my story, you'll have to know about the girls I've been, and that starts with my delightful con artist mother, because I didn't choose the life of deception, I was born into it. Okay. So I think really that, I mean, I haven't read the whole blurb, but I think that kind of tells you a little bit about it. She's obviously been living this mixed life, and I assume it's like what comes from that. The gunmen have no idea who I really am. That girl has been in hiding for far too long. So it's being made into a film, actually, so that's going to be quite interesting. I'm just kind of looking forward to read this one because I know so little about it that it's very intriguing, and I'm just like, what's this going to turn into? And I don't think it will take me too long. It's written quite big. Yeah, some of the pages are different colours. I wonder why that is. Maybe I'll find out. And it's only 350 pages. So that'll be interesting. Now, a book that I am super duper looking forward to reading soon is We Ride Upon Sticks by Quan Barry. Now, this is one that I've picked up from Kayla Books and Lala's recommendation from watching her video. She loves this book. And I waited until I could get it in paperback in the UK. And I thought I was going to read it straight away. But, you know, life's just been a bit woohoo crazy. So I didn't want to not have the time to dedicate it to. So I'm waiting until I've got some time where I can properly sit down and read it, not be too exhausted that I don't know what's going on, because I really hope that I'm going to enjoy this. It's got a super cool, like, matty kind of frictiony cover. Oh, it just feels so good on my hands. Anyway, weirdo. So I need a good time to read this. So I'm just waiting a little bit. I would have read it straight away if it wasn't for the fact that, you know, life's been cuckoo. So just need some time to sit down, properly enjoy it, not get distracted. And yeah, that's basically it. So this is, let's see if I can read you the blurb. In the town of Danvers, Massachusetts, home of the original 1692 witch trials, the 1989 Danvers Falcons will do anything to make it to the state finals. I think it's in hockey. Even if it means tapping into some of the devilishly dark powers. So witch stuff. It gets a background of irresistible 1980s iconography, I think. Quan Barry expertly weaves together the individual and collective. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I've read the wrong bit maybe. But yeah, so it's like hockey and witches. And I don't know. Kayla really loved it, so I'm just like, really, it just sounds like something I'd be into. So I'm really buzzing to read that. But yeah, like I say, want to focus on it. So I'm just waiting until I've got the appropriate time, and then I'm going to probably sit down and hopefully I'm going to really enjoy it. I'm super excited. Now the last book that I'm going to show you, which I'm looking forward to reading soon, is Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I actually only bought this one very, very recently. I've seen so many people enjoying it. Sounds super good. I just think the idea of it is really good. Like, this woman is like transported into this library, and I think that she like sees like other lives or other parts of her lives that could have been different. I think. She's trying out each of the other lives that she might have lived, and I just think that sounds really cool. It just sounds really good. And do you know what? It's a lot thinner than I thought it was going to be. It's not even 300 pages. I thought, when I've seen this on other people's, you know, stories and Instagram feeds, it just seemed like it was so much of a bigger book, but it's not. So I'm kind of really looking forward to reading that one because it's also not too chunky. Currently, I love a book that is not chunky. That's what we're learning from this video. Like a thin book, I do. Yeah, so super looking forward to that one. Like I said, I've seen so many people raving about it. I just thought, it's kind of time. But what I stopped saying, the front cover is like kind of, you know, I mean, it's not badly designed. It's not cute, but it's not, you know, it's okay. But then, bam, look at that obnoxious spine. It's so bright. It's like, oh, do you need to be so bright? Do you need to be? Like, if it would have been like that blue, would have been so much nicer. Like, why did they go, like, bam, you know? Like, ooh, like, why? Why did they do that? I don't know. But anyway, those are the 6 books that I am wanting to read soon. I'm trying to pick them up without dropping them all. Now they're all around the wrong way. So, yeah, they're kind of, some of them are a little bit more, like, outside of what I would usually read, which I guess is good. Like, I am kind of stepping outside of the box a little bit with my reading. They're not all stereotypical romance. So that's good. They definitely, I think these are definitely books that have been inspired for me to read because of Instagram. Let's be honest, if I wasn't, you know, doing what I do on Instagram, would I have heard of these books? Probably not. I might have seen like the Midnight Library and the Lido somewhere. Maybe the Girls Ive Been, I think I might have seen that in some bookshops. But yeah, most of them are because of social media. So thanks social media, because my book TBR is now way too long. Just way too long. So like I say, if you have read any of these books, or if you are planning to read them, let me know down in the comments section. And if you want me to talk about any of these books on my channel and do like a longer review video of them, then do let me know, because, you know, that's something that I can do. I can do that for you. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Happy reading, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!